Hey, welcome back to Kickin in here with Mitch. We got a new episode for you. Hope you enjoy. Before we start, I want to say thank you to all the people that support our channel. Thank you so much for just tuning in. We really appreciate you. Thank you. If you're new to the channel, new watching, new viewers, please hit that like, subscribe. Feel free to comment. In those comments, feel free to express yourself. If there's an episode you'd like to see us do, please feel free to let us know. Please interact with us a little bit more. If you're already existing and with the channel, I'd love to hear your feedback and just see what your take is on things. Without further ado, let's get started.
Hey, it's Lou. Yo, what's up? It's Jamie Kennedy.
My name's Christina Lee.
I'm Steve Ulrich.
This is Marianne Hagan.
I'm Julia Lewis.
Hey, everybody, this is John Schneider.
And I'm
Kicking it with Mitch.
Kicking it with Mitch.
I'm kicking it with Mitch.
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 Hey yo, it's Kicking It with Mitch.
Hey, today's episode, I want to give a mad shout out to Caleb and Emmy. Got a chance to meet these guys at a wonderful convention at the Terra Trader, and just want to make sure I let you guys know you're wonderful. Thanks again for always kicking it here with Mitch and showing that support. All right, so we're going to get started with the elephant in the room. Let's not even cut through the chase. I want to know how you feel about this comment. Well, after hearing that, what was your reaction? Did they make the correct choice? Is this the right decision? Did they rush into it? I really don't know what to say. I honestly don't, but I feel like they dropped the ball. They should have given another actor an opportunity to take on such a good role. But on the other note, as it was said, and they, let us know afterwards, he's only this particular character for the Avengers Part 5 and Part 6 entries. But, why go back to Robert Downy Jr., I guess? No knock to him. Excellent actor. Maybe the MCU is doubling down to get their audience back, and they feel this is the safest bet. I just really felt like they should have went with a different direction. A lot of fans feel 50-50 with it. How do you guys feel? Did the MCU rush into this? Did they make the right decision? Should they have gone in another avenue? Or are you happy that Robert Downey Jr. is going to play Victor Von Doom? I want to know how you feel. John Majors felt really sad because in recent comments, he said that he was sad that they were taking the Kang Dynasty title away and that they were going in the Doom way, and that if given the chance to come back, he'd do it without a shadow of a doubt. And you never know, Kevin Feige may bring him back. Hard to say, but maybe. John Majors, I'm a fan of him. We don't talk about what happens in negative lights on this channel. We don't speak negative about people in general or their personal. But concentrate on you for a while. Get back to doing the movies that we love. Maybe you start back with the Western movie that you did on that streaming service that was excellent. Maybe you go back to some sci-fi, like that TV series you had on the other streaming service. You're a great actor. Let's just get back to getting yourself reestablished. And if Will Smith could do it, you can too. Look forward to seeing you in new future projects, but maybe this MCU thing has run its course. On another note, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Deadpool, I will be mentioning a few things. So if you want to go to the next timestamp on our episode, feel free, because from this point, we're going to be talking a little bit about Deadpool, just a little bit. And here we go. Deadpool, excellent movie. Hilarious. Funny. It picks up where the other two left off. It doesn't leave us hanging. It blends in really good with what the MCU was doing, or lack thereof. Hugh Jackman. Great comeback. You look good. Loved it. Wesley Snipes. What a surprise. Did not expect to see Blade in that movie. And for as long as they were in it, he was in it. Channing Tatum. You finally got an opportunity, even though it wasn't a 2-hour opportunity. And we'll take what we can get. But the fans really loved your performance so much that they actually want to see a Gambit solo movie. Kevin Feige, are you going to do that? Or would you make Channing Tatum your next Gambit for the X-Men? Who knows? Shout out to Elektra. You did great. You did great. Shout out to X23. Laura, you did awesome. I have a question though. With Hugh Jackman's success and comeback, not like he was going anywhere, but could we see other movies come back? Possibly? I know I would love to see Real Steel Part 2. They left us hanging for so long. Can we get a Part 2 to Real Steel? Please. How about Van Helsing? An excellent movie. Hugh Jackman, would you consider doing one more or possibly two Van Helsing? Or are you just keeping it strictly to MCU? And could we actually see you, Ryan Reynolds, and Tom in a Spider-Man 4? Deadpool and Wolverine both said they want to do something with Spider-Man. Why not pop up in that universe and show us what we're working with? I don't see why not. I look forward to seeing that. And I know Sony would too, because they're always looking for the cash grab, the cash cow, and it would break the bank to see Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Deadpool all in the same movie. And Fantastic Four also had footage at the San Diego Comic-Con. And we're going to get you a little footage on that, best to our ability. And please forgive, it's a little grainy bit, we do the best that we can with what we can get our hands on. So let's check that out.
Not only confirms alternate dimensions, it suggests that parallel Earths exist on different dimensional planes. Who wants to see a big explosion? Glasses. The best pilot in the world right here.
And to close things off, we mentioned earlier about Wesley Snipes. What future does he have in the MCU? Well, we're going to find out, I guess, because now he's part of the MCU. And he's the longest running MCU member. You didn't know that. Fun fact. Yes. Blade, it all started with Blade, and he's still in there, so I guess it will end at some point with Blade. But ironically, let me ask you, would you have liked to see Blade and Underworld do a collaboration spin-off crossover? I would. Food for thought. Should it have been a TV series? Or could it have just been a movie? My opinion, TV series, and I hope to see it one day. How about League of Extraordinary Gentlemen Part 2? Man, this movie was a classic. It had a lot of I'm not even calling them superheroes, but a lot of people with extraordinary powers. And I feel like they should revisit that for a part 2, especially that we live in a world now where everything is comic book. How do you feel about it? Let me know how you feel about that. And that's the end of our spoiler alert, so to speak. Nextly, we're going to talk about a few new animated cartoon series from the DC universe. And I know a lot of us are still in the X-Men and Invincible cloud, but they've added a new Cape Crusader to that streaming service that starts with an A, and it just recently started and is picking up with some of the same people who brought us the Batman animated series from many, many years ago. It looks to be a gem, but I've still got to check it out. But it looks really good based off trailers. I have absolutely no expectation for it except for it's a Batman series, and Batman typically never goes wrong when made in animation. Nextly, the Harley Quinn series, if you're not watching that, that's on the streaming service. Very funny. If you need a good laugh, that's a good one to watch if you haven't watched it. But they've created a spin-off series called Kickin, and it is hilarious. It is funny. I have watched the episodes that have come so far. Tune in and check it out. That also is on the streaming service as well, and it doesn't disappoint if you're just looking for a good laugh. Nextly, let's talk about Crisis on Infinite Earth, Part 1, Part 2. We know it come out, and a lot of people have checked them out. And then Part 3 recently dropped, which completed the whole picture, so to speak. How did you feel? I thought it was actually good. It had its moments overall. I'm kind of sad to see the animated world of Warner Brothers changing gears, because now it is James Gunn's stories to tell. I would have liked for them to at least keep that part of their department together. And for all we know, they may still do so, but just never know what's going on in that world of Warner Brothers and DC. But overall, the story wasn't bad. It had a start, a middle, and a conclusion, and it didn't leave the fans hanging. It could have been a little bit better, but for us DC hardcore fans, man, shout out to Major Payne. It felt like it could have been a little bit better. Nextly, Captain America 4 is coming. Harrison Ford is in there. Trailer looks excellent. Looks like Cap's going to be going through a lot of growing pains. And then there's some dude that shows up at the end of the trailer that's got everybody buzzing. Finally, we're going to see the Red Hulk. Yeah. Can't wait. Hope that all the reshoots and rewrites were worth it, and actually the movie pays off and gives us something really great to grasp on. The Captain America movies have all been good, so this Part 4 cannot be a letdown. And with the new recent direction of the MCU and Kevin Feige more hands-on with things, I hope that it becomes something else. Well, that's all I've got for today. Thanks again for tuning in. Always appreciate you kicking it with us. And hey, I look forward to seeing you next week. And thanks again. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and comment. Thanks for kicking it here with Mitch.
Good day. We never had a Wolverine up in here. But I can tell you now, it's just a common courtesy to ask before you drink up all of my liquor.